Good evening friends, welcome to the QA University video tutorial part 2. Today we are going to discuss about Selenium IDE interface. Already we discussed in our previous session how to download Selenium IDE and how to install and how to launch the Selenium IDE. Today we are going to discuss about the various features of the Selenium IDE and how to work with it. For that I am opening my Firefox browser. Here I am just typing google.com. Now I am going to tools option to launch the Selenium IDE plugin. I am just clicking on Selenium IDE to launch it. By default it is in recording mode. Already we discussed about it. I'm just stopping the recording mode. Okay, and so now we are going to discuss about various features of the Selenium IDE and how it will work and what basis it is. So this is the first one is the menu bar. This is all we know about it. Every application generally it contains file edit like an Excel sheet, and this is the URL bar. This is URL bar. If you place on this URL bar, it will showing the message like enter the URL of the website you are testing. Use it for playing open command. This means generally we are using open command in Selenium IDE to launch our test application or AUT. So instead of that, just we are giving the test application URL here to launch it while execution. And this is the toolbar. Here we can see record option and play options, how to record it, how to play it, is it in slow mode or fast mode or medium mode. Okay, this is to execute the test suite. This is the execute test case, and we can pass the test case. These are the various features the Selenium offered. Okay, and this is the part, this is we are generally calling as test pane. Here we can see our test cases. Okay, and this is the test editor. Here only we are writing our general test cases. We are building it. Here we have two options, like we can directly record it, or we can directly we can type the program by using the Selenium commands. What are those commands and what is this command and target and value? These things we will discuss in our next sessions, and for now just go through it. What are the options it is providing, and here we can see select and find options. Any web element or export or ID or name, by using that we can check it whether it is Selenium IDE is identifying that object or not by using this find option. To use this find option, we just provide the locator of that IDE. What are those locators and everything we just discuss in our next sessions. Don't bother about it. And here we can see that some log, reference, UA element and rollup options. Here in this log we can see how the program is executing, where we are getting the errors and how it is executing, how it will take the errors, how it will take the inputs from these commands. Okay, we can see it. We will see it in detail in our first Selenium IDE program. We can clear this log by using this, and we can use these references to know about our command, how it will work. Some documentation we can see here. And here our test script in two formats generally. One is table format and source. This is typically it is like in XML format. If you generate any test scripts here, it will generate corresponding XML data. So no need to bother about it. We just go through table format. And here we can find various options: file, edit, actions, options, and help. So from this help we can create new test case in Selenium IDE, or we can open existing test case. Generally these test cases we can save it in .html format. It will save it as a .html format, and we can reopen it and we can edit it. And we can export the Selenium IDE test case in different formats, Selenium IDE supports different languages like C#, Ruby, Java, Python, these things. We just record a script and we can export into our required language like C#, Java, Python, Ruby. These are the available languages now. So we can export all these scripts as we required, and we can see the recent test cases. Recently I worked on capture screenshot. It is saved in HTML format. Okay, and by using this we can add a test case. We can see some properties of that, and we can create test suite. We can open some test suite and we can save the test suite. All these options we can use it from the file menu. From the edit menu we just observe that these are the commonly used actions like undo, redo, cut, copy, paste of the created test script. And also we can delete the test script or test command lines also. By using this we can select all the commands what we are written here in this, and we can select all, we can delete it, or we can copy and we can cut and paste in some other script also. Here two important commands: insert new command and insert new comment. For each and every action comments are required. Otherwise other test engineer or other Selenium developer will not understand what is going here. So for each and every command we need to insert some comments to know about what the command exactly, and we can insert new commands by using this. And actions it's like typically record and play options, all those some settings we just go through it if you read it. And options, this is a little important. Selenium IDE have some options, like here you can observe this is QTP default timeout. It means like if you are executing some test script and it is executing step by step, in one particular step it is expecting some text box or link to click from the website, but it is not available. At the time the test script will be failed. The Selenium IDE will not wait more than these 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds the test script will be failed, but until 30 seconds the Selenium IDE will wait to perform next action. So by using this option we can edit or we can increase Selenium IDE default timeout. It should be in milliseconds, like this. 30 seconds equal to 30,000 milliseconds. If you are given in milliseconds format, it will take it in seconds format. And it is also support some Selenium core extensions. If you write any .js files, we just browse it and we can integrate it and integrate to the Selenium IDE and we can use it. These are different Selenium IDE options also, and these are the formats the Selenium IDE will support. If you want to add it more, you can add it, otherwise you can use the existing ones also. So if you want to integrate any other plugins with the Selenium IDE or something, you want to add it, you can add it. These are the locator builders. Locator builders is it's like a how the Selenium IDE will identify web elements in the application. Those should be configured here, like UI, ID, link name, CSS, DOM name, like this. So these are the general information. This is the backbone of the Selenium IDE to work with. If you want to change these options, you can change it, otherwise you can proceed with the existing options. Then help file, this is some documentation about Selenium commands and what is the latest version, reported issue.